Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today on the table we have an oldie but a goodie. This is the Beretta M9. Let's get this review started. Alright folks, as I said, we have a Beretta M9 on the table. There is quite a few variations of this pistol. It has been around a very long time, used in militaries, it's been used in police forces, it's been used in pretty much every kind of movie you can think of, and that's why I thought it was a great time to pick up this pistol and review it. It's that time of year when just the greatest Christmas movie ever, Die Hard, sorry, big fan. Anyway, I'm sure if you've probably seen this gun. If you've never heard of the actual brand and the model of this gun, I am sure you have seen this gun at least once in a movie or TV show. So, very beautiful gun. Comes with, this particular pack that I bought does come with 3 aluminum mags, 2 and 3. They are 10 round mags. This is a CA compliant version because of the mags. Don't judge me. It was a good deal, and I'll tell you about that in just a sec. But yeah, stunning gun, beautiful, beautiful gun. Kind of originally made in Italy. These are now made in the US of A, but it is just a gorgeous, in my opinion, gorgeous gun. All right, before we get too far into this video, I want to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor. If you're going to carry a gun, you need a great holster. I personally use betterholsters.com for my concealed carry, for my out the waistband carry, and I use their gun belt also. They have over 450 models in stock, 50 different colors, 100% made in the US of A, 30-day money-back guarantee, and a lifetime warranty. What more could you ask for? Check out betterholsters.com. All right, let's take a nice close look up of this stunning pistol. I do really think this is a beautiful gun. I always have done, and I'm just sad this is the first time I've got to actually fire one and review one, but here we are. Okay, so let's start at we've already gone over the mags. Obviously, we have the mag well down here. It isn't flared or anything like that, but I had no trouble inserting the mags into that mag well. We're going to go, obviously, this is all aluminum construction, upper and lower. And so you've got a nice kind of beaver tail right here. You have some really nice texturing right here. These grips are also aluminum, has the Beretta logo on there, which is really classy. I like that. And you have a little bit more of serrations on the front here. You have a bit of an undercut right here to get a nice purchase on the gun. And I have medium-sized hands, and this gun feels like it fits like a glove for me. Yeah, very nice indeed. Okay, moving up, we do have a mag release. This can be changed to the other side, so if you're a left-handed shooter, you can change that over, which I love. Okay, so moving on up, we have the slide lock right here, obviously like so. And then we come up to, this is actually a safety slash decocker. So if the hammer is down, you just simply push down on the decocker and it will push that back up. But it also acts as a safety, so once that is down, the trigger is also dead and you aren't able to put the hammer down and lock it. You have to switch that off. And you're in single action. And obviously this is double action, single actual pistol. So if you don't know what that means, the first shot with the hammer down like so is going to be a long, heavy pull, making this actually very, preferably if you're carrying, I like double action, single action, because that first heavy pull makes it very safe to carry, but it is a long pull. It's very smooth though. Beretta did a really nice job. Once you shoot, that hammer will stay back and it will put the trigger back into single action where it's a much shorter, lighter pull. Very nice pull on that trigger. Let's check out the reset. Got a little bit of let out. And the reset, very audible. It's not very tactile. It'd be a little nicer if it was a little more tactile when you let that out. You can definitely hear it, but you can't feel it as much, if that makes sense. Okay, so double action, single action, hammer fired as we've gone over. You have the decocker slash safety right here. You just have your engravings on the side here where we have Beretta US of A, because it is made in the USA. Other versions you can get are made in Italy, where the original place this gun was made. Moving up to the slide, we do have some serrations on the back. We do not have them on the front. Again, other models, depending on the model of the Beretta you get, it may have the front serrations. This particular model does not have them. But it's not a huge deal unless you do like to rack from the front or press check or whatever. It's very smooth. But if you decide to go for the back to rack the gun, you can. The serrations are really nice and aggressive. You can get a good purchase on there. Now the decocker slash safety is also ambidextrous, and so we have it on the other side. So again, if you're a left-handed shooter, you can switch that over the mag release over to this side, and then you have your safety decocker on this side, which is again really nice feature for people to have. Moving up to the sights, you have some standard white sights right here, like so. Nothing to write home about. They're not, these particular ones are not night sights or anything like that. But as we'll go over the accuracy in just a minute, they worked just fine for me. I want to point out on this side, for those who are not used to seeing this gun, when you pull the trigger, you'll notice that this piece moves out like so. And so I think a lot of people were worried about getting crud in here and locking this gun up and things like that. But again, this gun has been around a very long time, and it's been used all over the world in militaries, police forces, and you name it. And so it's definitely, don't let that, it's kind of a weird function, but it's there obviously for a purpose. But these guns are extremely reliable. Okay, now moving along to, let's talk about the slide just a little bit more here. So you notice this has been cut out up here. Now this does help lighten the gun down just a little bit, so it's kind of a cool, it's kind of what the Berettas are known for, that kind of sexy look, being uncovered. I kind of would have liked it to be covered. Is it a big deal? No, obviously this gun has been around a long time. Again, super reliable, and no worries there. One thing you have to worry about, the barrel does get hot. You gotta be careful when you touch it, you will burn your hand. And you gotta be careful just getting crud down into the sides. So just be aware of that. Moving along to the front has been contoured, as you can see here, which makes it really nice getting in and out of holsters and things like that. Very nice indeed. And then we have a 4.9-inch barrel. So it's a full-size gun, weighs in about 32 ounces. You can get models that have a suppressor on there. You can get models of this gun that has a place for red dots to be mounted and things like that. Again, there's a lot of options to this gun. I think for options-wise, this is more of the kind of the basic one that you can get. But don't let that fool you. It is a beautiful gun. Now, we didn't go over this. This is your takedown lever, and you'll notice on the other side we have this little button. To take down, you're going to pull the slide back, lock it in place. You're going to push that button on the other side, push that through, and just turn that lever down like so. Very simple. And you would simply take off the slide. So it's a toolless takedown, which I really, really like. And let's take a gander in the side here. Again, it's all aluminum construction for the lower. The fit and finish is really, really nice. And then you have your guide rod and spring, like so. And then you have your barrel, and that is your very basic disassembly. And then just go in reverse, put it back together. All right, so we are back together. Actually, it reminded me just to talk about this, the slide there. It's actually extremely smooth. It's kind of like butter. Very, very nice indeed. All right, folks, let's talk about shooting the gun. Shooting this gun was an absolute pleasure, and I mean that with every ounce of my being. It really surprised me how much I love shooting this gun. So as I said, beautiful gun to shoot. It's going to be for a couple of reasons. One is it's a full-size aluminum or steel frame gun, so it's got a bit of heft to it. It's about 32 ounces, so it's going to mitigate some of that recoil right out the bat. But it's very accurate as well. We'll go over that in just a second. And with that really nice trigger pull, the double action is a long, smooth trigger pull. It's a heavy pull, obviously, if you're familiar with double action, single action. And then again, with that nice light single action pull, very, very nice trigger in this gun. Very nice indeed. Okay, but let's go over some of the accuracy. This one was the second one I shot. This one, okay, so this was literally the first couple of mags that I shot with this gun. I was like, I'm gonna film this. I apologize, don't have the traditional shooting intro. The weather sucks here. It's like 50-minute drive for me to go to the usual range I go to, and the snow has been horrendous, and I was just better safe than sorry, so I just went to my local range. Anyway, so you can see this is the first mags. I did pull these. These were 100% my fault, obviously not the gun's fault, but these at 10 yards, this is the accuracy I was getting in the first couple of mags with the gun. I'm not used to the gun, I'm not used to the trigger, and that's straight at 10 yards. Very happy with it. Very, very nice. And then this was the second chart. So this might be mag 3, mag 4. Again, I pulled a couple of these, but generally the accuracy was very good. And then I put these out to 15 yards. I was trying to see how I would fare, and obviously I did make a small little head shot right there. So accuracy, I'm extremely impressed with this gun. Just shooting this gun in general was, as I said, unbelievably nice. I've reviewed a lot of pistols, a lot of guns, high-end guns, low-end guns, price-wise, whatever you want to call it. You know, and for the price these are coming in at, I mean, this, you can buy this. This is the kit I got was $525. I'll put I can't put a link in the description. I'll put a link into a video that goes to my website, which will have a description. Check that out to get this deal. But for the price point, I couldn't believe how much I loved this gun. It really did shock me how much I liked it. Now, there's no real big cons to this gun. Yeah, I would say, you know, if you want to conceal carry this gun, unless you're pretty big framed, I personally couldn't conceal carry this, but a home defense gun, or if you're going to carry and plink with it, would be awesome. Obviously, this model does not come with a rail, so for a home defense gun, I would suggest getting the model with the rail so you can put a light on there. The other, I mean, and that's not really just the downside, it's just the model of this gun. Even though this cutout in the top is really cool, you got to be careful because debris can get down there and the barrel is going to get hot, so you got to be careful in the placement of your hand so you don't burn. If you're out shooting and you're shooting for a while, the barrel's going to get hot, and you got to watch out you don't get crud down in there. But other than that, my biggest regret about this gun is I didn't buy it sooner. It is that nice. Honestly, I'm that impressed. I said it may be old. People may class it as outdated. I absolutely don't. Fantastic shooter, beautiful gun, and I loved every minute of reviewing and shooting this gun. So, do I recommend it? I already answered that. Loved it, loved it, loved it. All right, folks, that's pretty much it for me. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask them below. I'm always happy to help out wherever I can. As I said, there's a link in the description which will take you to prepperjunkie.com, where you will see this video again below there. There is a link in there if you want to buy one of these. I've got to be careful with YouTube policies. I'm trying to comply with that, so that's why the change has happened. But that's it. I'm going to go watch Die Hard again. Have a good one, guys. Catch you later.